Is the Acer Swift X14 a good bang for the buck laptop starting at $1,100? Let's find out. The Acer Swift X14 comes in steel grey color. The design is sleek and subtle with an aluminum body. The hinge feels sturdy and you can open it with one hand. Although it's considered a thin and light laptop, it weighs 3.3 pounds, which isn't that light. It's also 0.7 inches thick, which isn't that thin either. The keyboard is backlit and provides good typing speed with minimal flex. The touchpad is large and I found it to be smooth and clicky. The power key has a fingerprint reader that works flawlessly. Overall, I like the build quality and design and I have no complaints for ports. It has an audio jack, HDMI port, 2 USB-A ports, 2 USB-C ports and a micro SD card slot. As for the display, it has a 14.5-inch glossy 1600p LCD display with a 16:10 aspect ratio, which makes it a bit taller. It has 500 nits of brightness, so it can be used outdoors pretty well. It also has a 120Hz refresh rate, which will be loved by gamers. The display covers 100% of the sRGB color gamut, which is great for content creators. The only thing I don't like is the plastic bezels, which feels a bit cheap. The display is upgradable to a 1800p OLED display, but that costs extra. For performance, it's packed with a 13th generation Intel Core i5-13500H processor, which provides decent performance in regular tasks. It can be upgraded to a Core i7-13700H processor for an additional cost. It also has NVIDIA RTX 3050 graphics, which makes the laptop capable of delivering decent gaming performance. However, the WASD keys get hot when played for long periods of time. The graphics can be upgraded to NVIDIA RTX 4050 for an additional cost. It has a 512GB of SSD, which is upgradable to 1TB, and 16GB of RAM. The biggest flaw is the fan noise, which gets pretty loud and annoying even when used normally. The webcam quality is pretty good and it's full HD. The speakers sound good, but they're not loud enough. The bass is also very low. Battery life is kind of okay, providing 6 to 7 hours of YouTube streaming and 1 to 1.5 hours of gaming. So what's the final verdict? The Acer Swift X14 costs $1,100 and I think overall it's a really good laptop. The fan noise is annoying, but the laptop has decent performance, an amazing screen and a sleek design. It's not a workstation, but it's pretty good for Photoshop, video editing, Blender, etc. You can also play games pretty well on it, even though it's not a gaming laptop. It could be a valuable laptop for casual gamers and even for content creators if they get the model with the OLED display. I think it's a good bang for the buck. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay techy.